I know my teammates always just kind of amped me up the whole time, and they were all so excited for me to get that. I wasn't quite sure if Paige tipped it or not, so I got the effect, but I don't know if it was the full effect right away. But it was just a great play from everyone, and like I said, I know my teammates were there cheering me on, and that's the best part. It was just the celly after. Actually, after the Ohio game, we got handed pretty tough to us. Our defense had a meeting set aside, and we kind of just set our goals that we needed to start performing with. And there was a huge list, and every game we have 3 things that we have to try to focus on. And ever since then, we kind of just realized that we got to do our part so our forwards can try to start scoring for us. And it's really been working. And Kerrigan, I mean, she's been figuring it out and knows how to play the game right. And defense have been playing her game. It's all about trusting each other, trusting the goalie, and the goalie trusting the defense. And they're definitely different goalies play different games. And now that we finally figured out how Kerrigan plays her game, we can both just coordinate and can play the right way. I actually haven't even rewatched it yet, to be honest with you. But I think it was that shift or the shift before we were taking a face-off draw in practice that had something like this exact same face-off. And I even imagined myself, and I scored on it. I was like, imagine myself, well, what if that happened right now? And then our freshmen were actually on the ice at that time, and they did a great job just getting it to the point. And Paige went right in front of the net to screen the goalie, and it all just came together, and it was kind of a cool moment. Yeah, it actually is something to talk about. So our season hasn't been the best this year, obviously, but after every game we lose or something, we always say go home and start thinking about what you could have done better and visualize what tomorrow's going to look like for us. And you always have to have those positive reinforcements that you go through throughout the day. And so that's, I think, just what we got to focus on.
We're trying to get as much hockey in as we possibly can. So that's our modus operandi right now is go to overtime. But yeah, two really hard fought games. Again, Kerrigan was outstanding, particularly on Friday. And you get to that 3-on-3 overtime. And obviously it's a bounce here, a break there. And unfortunately, both nights we come up on the short end, but on the positives, obviously we scored a couple of goals in regulation there on Saturday, which was huge. Great to see Abby Ecker score her first collegiate goal. She's so proud of her. She's worked so hard. She's playing so well for us right now. Just really happy for her, and from where she came from, see where her game is now. It's really, really cool. And same with Grayson. Grayson's worked awful hard throughout her career, and finding herself in a really important role for us. And so for just to see them get rewarded like that was a lot of fun. So again, we kind of figured these games were going to be like that. Just every one of our games with Mankato has been very similar. So you just like to be able to come out on top just for the sake of the group. But again, their attitude's been outstanding. They're can't speak enough about the leadership that we're getting, despite the way things have gone on the ice. It's been a real positive year in that regard. Well, right now it's that's obviously a week down the road, so we're just gonna go about this week maybe a little differently. Yesterday we just did 45 minutes of skills. Today we're just gonna do some small area games for another 45 minutes. Probably do a special teams practice tomorrow and maybe scrimmage on Thursday. So just have some fun, work hard, and we'll start preparing for Wisconsin next week. Get a chance to obviously watch them against Minnesota this weekend, and always a challenge, Kelly. That. Obviously a great team and extremely well coached, and a little different. Obviously, you're not going to have a packed house at LeBon, which I don't know. I'm not going to say it's easier because you're never easy playing that team, but it'll certainly be a little different environment when we go there. That's a good point, Chaz. Certainly when Kerrigan's playing like that, the team really builds confidence off it, and so I think they're playing a little looser, and it's just I think individual players have really grown. I look at particularly Abby De La Rosa and Kate Boland, just the roles that they're playing this year compared to last year, and how much more they're playing, and their game has just gotten so much better throughout the year, and they're just playing with a lot more confidence. And obviously the other 4 are all seniors, so they've certainly have a lot of experience, but just in playing with who their particular partners are right now, Tina and Abby are playing together, Abby Ecker that group has been really, really good. They were matched up against Mankato's top line for most of the weekend, and they did a really good job against them. And certainly Mac and Abby De La Rosa have been together a few times and doing a really nice job. You know, Kara's just again, just her leadership and just her experience playing along with Kate. Again, I think it's the pairings, but I think the biggest thing, Chaz, just the experience every weekend. You're just gonna grow and grow every time every situation you're getting, and not all more positive. You know, they're gonna make mistakes. It's especially defense in this league. You're playing against some world-class players, so you know, you're gonna have your ups and downs. But again, you gotta learn to have a real short-term memory in games. You just got to forget your past shift. It was a tough one. You got to get ready for the next one. And again, just playing, you know, the way Kerrigan's playing and that interaction in practice and games, you can see that just in terms of the way she's handling the puck, moving the puck. So it all kind of works together.